going to just be swapping the the tires that we use for drag racing, the radial poly glasses, to those ones are radial. These are bias plies. I had it swapped. So I'll be pulling this out. We'll be taking the tire. Well, first I gotta clean up those tires because they were in the barn and they got pooped on by birds, which happens. So I'll go clean those up. So I just got some simple green. We're gonna take that and a soft nylon brush. We'll clean up these letters and all the poop on the side of these too. This is the 72 GTO. It's my numbers from the drags last year. She's pretty nice. This one's my favorite of the cars that my entire family drag races every year. I've adopted this one as mine. It's not actually mine. My name's not on the title. It's my wife's, but I claim it. And here's what we're changing: taking her off the drag wheels and putting her on the street ones. Gotta go get some fuel in her because she's almost empty, and the gas station right by me does not have ethanol-free fuel, so gotta take a little bit of a trip. But yeah, I did a little bit of an oopsie. I think 2 years now. Left the parking brake, or put it on the parking brake, but I didn't put it in gear. She rolled down the hill into the barnyard fence, and the bumper went right below one of the cross pieces and right above, and you can see right there is the damage from underneath. But yeah, the bumper did not get to bumper because, well, that's just happened to be right where the fence went crossways. So yeah, but other than that, paint's kind of okay. It was it used to be a vinyl top, and somebody repainted it at some point after they took the vinyl top off, and there is not terrible paint things, but there's some chips and some stuff here and there that's not too great, but it's not horrible. I'm not complaining. Eventually it will get repainted, but for now it's good. Clementine has left her mark on the hood. But yeah, time to change some tires. That is all 4 torqued to 90 foot-pounds. Because I can't find a spec anywhere. I checked online. I can see some forum guys talking about pickup trucks, torquing them to 100. Anywhere between 70 and 100, and I'm like, 70 feels low. But I'm like, 100, I don't know, these are small lug nut, or studs. I'm like, I don't know if it's 100. 90 sounds good. 90 will work. If I find it later, I'll torque it to a different spec, whatever the correct one is, if it's different. But I think 90 will be good for now.
A few moments later.
Back with the 72 GTO. I just got in the mail the idler arm for the steering, and I got new lug nuts that are one-piece chrome plated ones instead of the fucking cap ones that the shit comes off. And I was going to do that, and I pulled this. I started up the car, pulled it out, flipped it around so that I had a better space to work on it, and noticed that it was puking coolant everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's leaking coolant because the heater core hoses, one of them burst. I think after last drive, I didn't take it that far. I only drove it for like an hour and a half maybe, and but I guess after that it burst when it got here, because it wasn't leaking when I pulled in the driveway and parked it. So after I just let it sit, it must have burst a hose. And yeah. Oh, hello. What's up, Clementine? So yeah, I'm gonna take these hoses off, and hopefully I can get new hoses before any of the stores close, because it's what time is it? 6:20. So I guess we'll get started on that. I'm just gonna replace both hoses while I'm here, just because better to be safe than sorry. Let go. Ah, hello. Well, that was not fun. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Okay, I'm gonna put this car back down, because I raised it up just a little bit. I was gonna start putting the idler arm in first, and I was like, actually I should get the hoses first, because the store is gonna close before I'm done with that, probably. So there we go. Hi, cat. Broke that one free. Kind of. There we go. Sweet. Let go. This one's like fused to the heater core nipple. Oh my god. It literally fused to it. I took a chunk out of the inner part of the hose, and here, I'll show you. It's literally stuck on it. Like, it's fused to it. Don't know exactly how I'm gonna... my light doesn't work anymore. Awesome. Don't know exactly how I'm gonna get that off. Oh, gonna have to clean that up, but yeah. Alrighty. Well, at least I got the hoses off, so now I can go get new hoses. Alrighty, so I got just some regular hose that they cut for me. They're two different sizes. So we'll see if this will work good enough. Always remember to put your hose clamps on before you're putting the hose in. Otherwise, you gotta undo the whole hose clamp, and if you've got this style of hose clamp, then you can't. You gotta take it off. So don't forget to put those on before you start putting everything back. Okay. Now I've got to I gotta scrape that rubber off. Oh, I don't need to open it. Yeah, this shit like fused to the nipple. It's weird. Oops. Oh no. Oh, now I know why the windshield wiper motor doesn't return. I found that. That's broken off. And it's not supposed to be. Looks like I need a new windshield wiper motor. Well, that explains a whole lot then. Okie dokie. Well, I guess we're just finding a bunch of things along the way. Come on. Yeah, that's not going over it. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to replace these other hose clamps with the other style hose clamps, but I'm gonna keep these for when I get the form-fitted actual hoses for this, because this is just so I can drive it in on Saturday, and it's Thursday right now. We're taking it to a party, so I gotta get it going. So I just got regular hose, but there's actual like formed hoses that are gonna go on here eventually. So for now, the spring or the screw style one, that'll work. So yeah, I'll just use these regular cheap ones. Yeah, that'll go right over. Yeah, perfect. Okay. This one popped off. What are you doing over there, bud? You belong on your spark plug. Oh, hold on. Oh, I think the part that attaches to the spark plug broke off from inside. Oh. Poop. Jeez, if it's not one thing, it's another thing, huh? Oh yeah, my fucking radiator cap is in the frickin' coolant pan. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. So yeah, spark plug wire is broken. Right where it attaches to the spark plug. Yeah, this is an HEI, I think is what it's called. So I need to find spark plug wire set for an HEI. We have our nice new one right here, and that actually needs to turn, but we have a much more beefy one from Moog. the Moog problem solver, so we'll see how this goes. The little cotter pin is stuck. I can't get it out. Then broke off, or the two open ends, they both broke off almost flush. Can't get onto the head to try and pull it out. So I'm gonna use a punch and try and punch it out. Let's see how it goes. I punched it through just a bit. So I'm gonna put a vice grips on that head and pull it through. Hell yeah. There we go. That's a rusty cotter pin. Out. Oh, are you kidding me? I gotta get a socket. That needs to rotate. I can't do that by hand. There we go. There we go. That's more like what it's supposed to be. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Oh wait, did this have a cotter pin? It had a cotter pin in the kit. Ha! Oh well. Now all that I've got to do is install the little grease fitting, and we should be good. There we go. All new. Got that tightened down. Got the grease fitting in. It is really, really close and kind of touching the sway bar, but once the weight of the vehicle is back on there, that's going to pivot down, and it should be fine. The only time I think it'll contact is when it's up in the air like this. Got those bolts tightened. That's all good. So yeah, I think eventually we're gonna go through and replace all these bushings and stuff for steering, but yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow you'll see me repair that, I'll repair that spark plug, and then I will put on the new lug nuts, then we'll take it for a test drive, see how she is, and then hopefully nothing else breaks. So today we are going to be replacing the end on the spark plug. I have 2 of these just in case I find another one, but these are new clamp ends for your spark plug. Can't even tell if this thing's focused. Turn down the brightness, maybe that'll help. No idea. Such a tiny screen. We'll see. But yeah, this one broke off, and it's still stuck on the plug. So yeah, there we go. That's the part that broke off. That would be this part. So we got a new one that we gotta take the old one off. Then we'll crimp the new one on. Hopefully we'll just need pliers and a needle nose pliers. Oh, and the reason why I'm not just getting new spark plug wires is because I think this is called a HEI. So the wires are built into the cap. And rather than replace the whole cap, just because one, you just put a new end on it. So we gotta uncrimp this one. And the reason I'm not just cutting the wires, I want to keep as much length as I can. I'm gonna unclamp this. There we go. So the way that you're going to do this is you'll want to fold these over, and then you'll want that on the back side of this, and then you'll want to crimp this. But some of these are pretty long, so we're gonna trim that first. Okay, well, we'll make all of these about the same length. Okay. Okay, now that they're all pretty much same length, then we will basically fold it back. And we'll put this over it so that that inner section that's like a fiberglass kind of thing is touching. It's not fiberglass. I don't know exactly what it is, but somehow it conducts electricity. And we will crimp that to the side first. We'll do that. we'll do that. Boom. Ta-da. And, that might actually kind of pull off. So I think I'm gonna really crimp that in there. That feels pretty solid. Don't think that's gonna come off. I'll rotate that just a bit. And then, boom, clips right on. That one feels good. That one feels good. That one feels good. Alrighty, well that's how you do that. All that's left to do is put my new Made in USA chrome lug nuts on, chrome plated. Because the old ones are nice and chrome, but they're one piece and then like a thin sheet metal sheath over the top that when you hit it with like an impact or you tighten it too much, it sticks, that outer sheath sticks in your socket, comes out. Sucks. So yeah, I will start putting those on. And this is why, because it gets the socket, it gets stuck in the socket. Let's make sure that these fit before I start pulling everything off. Sick, it does work. Hell yeah. On to the next little thing. Previous owner added this coolant can, but it's just a 90-degree into a sealed container, which you need to be able to let air out in order to have coolant go in. So I drilled a teeny tiny hole right there. And then I'm gonna take this fitting out, and I'm gonna have a straw that basically goes down to about like right there, and so that it picks it up from the bottom. Because it's not going to draw in anything if it's at the top, it's just going to draw in air. So it's just going to push it out and then draw in air and then not do anything. So I'm going to take this fitting out and we will add a straw of some sort. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to do something. Okay. So, I had to take the whole coolant thing out. I had to take the whole coolant out. I took this out. This hose was not in there. I just jammed it in there so that now when I screw it in, it'll pick up from the bottom and it'll, you know, send it out into the cooling system, and when it expands, it puts it back in the way that it's supposed to be. So alrighty, so I'll screw this back in here and then we'll install this. It's a pain because it's just aftermarket bolted in. I'm gonna see if I can put some leaf nuts or oh no, I have I have riv nuts. I'm gonna riv nut this. Yeah, we're gonna riv nut this. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. So this, I believe, is called a riv nut, and it's a cross between a rivet and a nut. I have this fancy schmancy tool that it screws onto it, and it goes like this, and I put it in the hole like a rivet, but you thread a bolt into it. This is what it looks like. And you thread a bolt into it, and it's like threading you instantly put threads into whatever you install this into. Really cool. I don't think it was too expensive. Maybe it was like, I bought this tool like years ago, but I think it was like maybe like 30-40 bucks for it. And this whole set of riv nuts, it's a bunch of different sizes. This one's number 8-32. It's got 70 of those. It's a whole bunch of them. These ones are stainless steel. I have other ones that are steel with that like almost gold coloring that like grade 8 bolts usually have. I have that as well. You can get these in aluminum, which is obviously softer but easier to install. But I need to drill out these holes just a bit. So that's what this comes in. Now this is gonna suck, but oh well. Yeah, it doesn't wanna. So we gotta go with the next one. Okay. Yes. Okay. We'll do the same to this one. So then I'll open it up a little bit, screw it on all the way. There's a way to set the depth and like a whole bunch of stuff. I just go by feel now. Helps a lot when you're doing it like this and you can see the back side of it. To know when you're done. Bam. There you go. Might be too shiny to see, but it's threaded in there, and then there it is. Easy peasy. It's nice to do this just because you don't have to hold a nut on the back side with a wrench while you're tightening it. You can just screw it right into it. And these are meant for sheet metal, so tapping sheet metal is not very good. There's not much meat there to hold it, you know? So that's where these bad boys come in. Boom. Easy peasy. Just like that. Both of those are in. Now we'll bolt it back in there and hook it up. And then, as the kids say, Bob's your uncle. Okay, we got that bolted back in, hose hooked up, so now when it has excess coolant, it's going to come back down here, go down that tube, And then once this cools down and it's sucking coolant back in, it'll suck it up through the tube and into the cooling system, the way it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, just sprayed myself and the camera in the fucking face. I'm blinded. I looked into the light. Holy fucking shit. Son of a bitch. Fucking hat. Stay on my goddamn fucking head.
Almost lost my cool there.